So Newsom has an interview, okay? This interview he has, it could have been one of the greatest spin jobs, campaigns for Biden. It was so impressive on the things he said that you just got to give the guy credit. I mean, it's just unbelievable how great this guy's at this job of getting on camera and telling his version of the story. NBC host questions Gavin Newsom on whether it's responsible for Democrats to run President Biden. And he turns around and he gives the answer. Rather than reading it to you, I want you to hear it. There's three stories here. Gavin Newsom says Nikki Haley is one of our Democrats' better surrogates, right? And then Newsom says Biden should 100% debate Trump ahead of elections. So these are three different stories. Rob, if you have the video, any one of them, if you want to start. Here's one. Which one is this, Rob, by the way?
This is the first one where he's asked if it's responsible for the Democrats to run Biden.
Let's play this clip. Go for it.
Some pretty stark numbers that you're facing. 76% of voters say they have real concerns about President Biden's ability to serve a second term. Do you think it's responsible for Democrats to put him at the top of the ticket given those concerns?
Responsible. I revere his record. I mean, what he's done in 3 years has been a masterclass. Close to 15 million jobs. That's 8 times more than the last 3 Republican presidents combined. The economy is booming. Inflation is cooling. It's 0.6% more than it was in the summer of 2020 at just 3.1%. Wait a second. We have American manufacturing coming back home, all because of Biden's wisdom, because of his temperance, his capacity to lead in a bipartisan manner, which is an underrepresented point.
Double point.
And so I have great confidence moving forward. So the answer is absolutely all in terms of the next 4 years of Joe Biden.
These voters, though, are not complaining about his record. They're talking about concerns about his ability to beat Trump, who you've called a threat, essentially, to the democracy.
I'm not worried about
that. In private, we've heard a lot of,
look at
his allies say publicly, in private, he is strong. He's in command.
Yeah.
He's forceful. Does he need to do more to show?
I think he's doing everything he needs to do. I mean, he's got an extraordinary record. He's doing everything he needs to do on Ukraine at the moment. He's doing everything he needs to do.
But it's so impressive.
He is such.
How we can sit there stoically and just lie to the world.
And
it's incredible.
Adam, complete
He's a spin doctor,
bullshit artist,
and flag carrier like you've never seen.
Dude, the fact that she's not saying, are you like her just sitting there and taking it? But I genuinely think he is so full of shit and he believes what he's saying. He would 100% pass a lie detector test.
Look,
like he believes everything that he's saying. That double point right there means you're completely full of shit.
How concerned are you about his 39% approval rating?
I revere him.
I look forward to it going lower.
Adam.
Because when they go low, we go high.
Adam,
it's like, what?
The fact that he said,
no,
he's done, it's been a master class of Joe Biden.
It's incredible.
Got to give him credit. By the way, do you have the Nikki Haley one? Is this the Nikki Haley one? Go for it. Watch this one here.
Do you think that Haley or Trump would be easier to beat for him?
Well, first of all, I think she's one of our better surrogates, so I hope she stays in. I hope she does well tomorrow.
What a great
All the nasty stuff he says about Trump.
She's spot on 99% of it. So I'm enjoying this primary, and I hope it continues. So I wish her luck. But look, Trump's the nominee. We all know that. You know that. Everybody out there knows that. And I think the polls are suggestive. She's going to get well up tomorrow, and then she'll make a case, I guess, just to continue in this. But again, I have no problem with her continuing for as long as she wishes, because I think she's making a good case against Trump.
Head-to-head polls suggest that she would clean Biden's clock.
Yeah.
And it's a tougher race.
Trump's the nominee. Everybody knows Trump's the nominee.
So
there's not a state that, with respect, there's no evidence to suggest, there's no polling to suggest, there's nothing to suggest, momentum or otherwise, that she can win any state in the Republican primary coming up. So it's just not. Donald Trump is the nominee. Everybody knows that. No, I don't mean that to be dismissive. I have respect for the former governor, a lot more than the former president, Donald Trump. But as I said, I wish her luck.
Nobody respects you
in the context of being out there and making the case that we're making against Donald Trump.
Well, let's not gloss over the fact that Trump cleaned Nikki's clock in the South Carolina primary this past weekend. I think he had 60% of the vote. She had 40. She said, well, I know that, 40% ain't 50, but it ain't a small number. It's like you lost your own home state. So the longer she stays in the race, she's doing nothing to erode his support, Trump's support in the GOP. But what she is doing is eroding slowly his support amongst independents.
Oh, dude, and I was just in California, as Pat said at the beginning of the podcast, and I'm talking to a lot of, liberal leftists, and I'm just like, because, I was talking about this and, the Michelle Obama thing that's, probably going to be happening. Dude, their attitude is, I go, he's completely full of shit. I go, that's who you want as your president? They go, absolute. Like, he's look at how he speaks. They know that they're going to get screwed, but it's the delivery.
He looks presidential. He sounds presidential.
Exactly. And
he's not doing mean tweets.
That's the
While
problem.
your wealth, your society, your neighborhood, everything crumbles.
I go, his job resume, the resume of Gavin Newsom in California is one of the worst of any governor of the state, and you're willing to vote for this guy because guess what, Adam? You're getting screwed by any presidential, every president, right? From Obama to Bush to all of them. But they want to be nice. They want to be coddled. Americans want to be told everything's going to be okay. Look at my hair is nice. They want appetizers. They want you to open the door. You're still getting screwed, but they want that guy doing it. They want that.
Nikki is Biden's best surrogate, just like Hunter Biden is Trump's best surrogate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable, Adam. That
it takes 51% to win an election, right? 51% of the net. And so you take out the incumbent, you take out any independents, and you need to win 51% of the net. And it just so happens Donald Trump is leading Nikki by 52% in the polls. He's leading by 52% in Michigan. So Michigan is about to be a beatdown of epic proportions. So I set that aside. The question here and what we're looking at is Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom has also said he thinks Biden should 100% debate Trump ahead of the election. I'd like to know, real quick, without going on a rant, what percent of other Democrat strategists agree with Gavin Newsom that he says 100% that Biden should debate Trump? What percent of other Democrat strategists?
That believe that?
Yeah.
I would say 10% believe it.
Exactly. So why is Gavin Newsom saying it? Why is he supporting the president? Gavin Newsom is playing China to Joe Biden. He is on an espionage campaign
100%.
of epic proportions. He is setting himself up to be the guy, looking like I'm a flag carrier for the party. I'm a flag carrier for my president, but I think he should be debating Trump. And there's people in closed rooms going, what? No. We're trying to manipulate this so that there's one debate and we don't have to do this. What are you doing? He's trying to position himself to be the guy when it comes time for...
I got a question. Spin it for me. Okay.
That's what I think.
With all this stuff that he's saying, actually spin it for me. Meaning, all of a sudden, they want him to run. And he says, I'm running. How is he positioning that after all these times he says, I'm not?
You're talking about Gavin, right?
Yeah, I want you to be Gavin and spin it.
It goes like this. When you have a career in politics, you commit to serve. And I'm being called to serve. I said those things at the time. I believed those things at the time. I supported that president at the time. But my party and America is calling me to serve. I think it's that quick and that slick.
Yeah, I'm behind the man 100%. But, with his, mental capacity, and he kind of stepped in. But guess what? I'm here for the country, and I'm going to step up and do it. And mind you, going back to California, a great example, besides the traffic being absolutely bananas, even though people are trying to leave, they're staying for the weather. We're in downtown LA. We're going shopping. I'm driving. My sister's here. My mom's in the back seat. And we're all quiet in the car, no music playing. We just had one of those moments. We look to the left. There's a homeless guy crapping on the corner, okay? Wipes with a newspaper, throws it away. And I just look back at my mom, and she has this moment where she looks at me and she goes, "Are you happy that you left?" That's my mom.
Well, wait
and
a
I
minute.
go,
So
at least he used the paper.
So the LA Times is useful for something.
Exactly. And it's insane how, but the loyal, I'm telling you right, it's this whole party BS of they're still loyal to the party. I'm like, why with all the taxes and all the crap in the streets and all this? Why? You know what they're saying? The weather. I'm dead serious. They go, but feel the weather. Feel how, I'm not even trying to be funny, guys. They're trying to sell me California. Another leftist moron that I know, I'm not really close with anymore. He's like, dude, California's coming back. New York is coming back. I go, are you lying to me in front of my face? I go, are you bananas? We just saw a dude crap in the corner on the sidewalk.
They're used
and by
to
the way,
it. They're used
people
to it
are
at this
walking
point.
by this. Yeah, exactly. It's like
ridiculous.
It's like
But by the way, there's no daylight in between Gavin and Biden, and he's doing that intentionally because he's basically, look, if you're Gavin Newsom, as ridiculous as his policies are, as crumbling as California is, he's the 4-time winner of the U-Haul Employee of the Year award. We know this. he's a strategist. He must be looking at the field and saying, okay, I'm a shoo-in for 2028. We know that. Shoo-in. But in 2024, there is a chance that I'll be called upon, like you said, to serve. So he's made the calculated decision to say, there's no benefit in me criticizing Biden whatsoever. Zero. If anything, I'm going to double down and triple down on my praise. He's the best president we've ever seen.
Yeah.
What he's doing is a masterclass.
He looks like a flag carrier.
It's as flag carrier as it gets. So he knows what he's doing. He's a skilled politician. He's obviously an egomaniac narcissist, like many politicians.
Well,
and he's playing his cards right.
And how great is this from Manek, Adam? Somebody on Manek, a guy named AD goes, Vinny, Gavin Newsom was just targeted by a second recall effort. Did you guys know that? I mean, it's probably not going to
happen.
But I mean, this is the type of stuff where how do you keep voting these people in?
Here, I have a question. What was the story about the debate? What was that story? Did we read a story about that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The whole idea with Biden should 100% debate Trump.
Well, let's be clear here. When's the last time there was no presidential debate? Much less multiple presidential debates. I don't remember ever there not being presidential debates.
Has there ever not been one? Do you guys know? I don't know.
So
during COVID, I believe they only had 2 of them. They didn't.
Well,
do
they
the
had
typical
multiple
3
debates.
or 4.
I want to say they did skinny it down a little bit, but I remember on the first one, possibly the second one, Trump literally had COVID during the debate, and his debate performance was lackluster. But Trump's getting a lot of criticism, not debating in the Republican primary. I think it was actually probably a smart move because he's running away with this. He owns the party.
Yeah.
But if either of those candidates do not debate, either of them, that is not a good look for America.
Well, if
Joe Biden especially will have to prove to America
100%.
that he can stand there for 2 hours and debate Donald Trump.
I
if
agree
not,
with
it's
that,
100% dismissed.
The strategy is really clear. It's so clear, and I've read a couple of these blogs off to the side on Democrat strategy, and they're like, there's a very easy strategy you can make here. Point one, well, Trump refused to debate. Point one, and the other is, we will not dignify the office of that. We will, for the respect of the dignity of the office of the presidency, we are not going to engage with this twice convicted felon.
Screw that.
Yeah, but
that is the weakest excuse.
By the way,
ever
I'm not
for the Biden
advocating
candidate.
it. I'm not advocating it.
That is so weak.
But it would work.
If there is a scheduled debate and Joe Biden does not show up, you're done, buddy.
Yeah,
his only chance,
you need
I would
the
actually
DNC
say,
and
his
you need
only
a
chance,
network.
Biden's only chance, is actually showing up to debate and beating Trump in a debate.
And I would,
if you cannot do that, sit this one out, guys.
Mid-debate, I would have people running up, injecting him with whatever the hell they inject him with.
Whatever they got to do, they got to do.
But here's the if he doesn't, besides Tom, great point. If he does that, the other one is if you kind of already know the bet is in, like you already know that something's going to be set up to where you're the mail-in ballots or whatever. You nailed Adam. If he doesn't debate,
here we go, right
look
here.
of people are going to
general election
guys,
debates.
I'm going to shut up
Monday,
on this. I wasn't advocating the position. I'm saying there are Democrat strategists that are writing in their blogs that this is the only plan they can make.
But here are the scheduled dates. And if Biden doesn't show up to these, buddy, just drop out of the race immediately. So there's one in Texas, September 16th. That's the first one. The second one is Tuesday, October 1st in Virginia. Then there's a third debate, October 9th in Utah.
Quick question to you guys.
And then there's usually one VP debate. Here it is right here. So we'll see who that's going to be.
Question though, do you guys think, what's the first one, Robbie? Can you go back to the front?
It was
to the
in
top
Texas.
Do you guys think, and not that he doesn't want to, do you think they're not going to give up on Trump? Tom, from your thing from the DNC, he's not going to make it to this, correct?
Who?
Biden. Like they're gonna give up on Biden from that point, right?
Different question.
That's it.
Well, I'm asking
that's strictly opinion right now.
Well, now, hold on. Your opinion, does he even make it to that first debate?
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I believe that at the DNC
in Chicago,
there's going to be. I've been clear about this. They're going to make the shift at the convention.
And that's, dude, and what a great place. Because isn't Obama's from Chicago?
Circle your
What
calendars.
a good little slip in.
I say August 21st. Circle your calendars.
August 21st is their shifting for off of
It's
Biden.
the last day of the. It's the next to last day of the convention where they get on the convention floor and they make the big vote, the big celebration, the big balloon drop. Then on the 22nd is wrap up, and where you set your initial campaign planks and you leave.
Do you want to bet, Tom?
Listen, Tom, you want to bet?
You want to bet?
Come on, Tom.
Put your money where your mouth is, guy.
Biden comes out in his underwear eating ice cream, and they go, look at that
Yep,
crazy
that's
bastard.
what's going to happen.
Well, no.
You're
Vinny, I don't want to lose
convinced-
money to you, so I'm not going to take that bet.
Wait, Adam, you're convinced that's going to stay Biden as the nominee?
I'm not convinced, but I'm willing to bet and
Okay.
put my money where my mouth is that he is going to be the most likely nominee.
Okay,
so
how
Tom,
about
if you're
this?
convicted of this and you have conviction,
$500 to Wounded Warriors. We make the donation on a podcast.
I'm not worried about your Wounded Warriors. I want
No,
the
no,
money
no.
myself, guy. Do you want to place the bet for $1,000 or not?
Adam, I think you should do it.
I think you better watch your comments. What you just said.
Wait, no, hold on.
This is me and you betting, just like Vinny and I bet, or PBD and I bet. This is not. Now you're bringing philanthropy into this.
You want to bet $500? I'll bet you $500 that Biden is not the nominee after the convention, and I will. And when I win and you pay me, I'm giving it straight to Wounded Warriors.
Okay, but so the bet's on. You guys heard it here first. So August, what was the date?
August 21st.
21st.
When-
So
Biden's
August 22nd,
His money's getting paid.
someone's giving each other money.
Or whatever the podcast
Is it 500 or 1,000?
$500.
You don't want to do 1,000?
Make it 1,000.
Make it 1,000. $1,000
you
due
can
on
afford it.
October.
You think
Sorry,
Tom's
August
gonna
22nd.
back down?
No.
Your
Tom's gonna back down.
generosity to
not-
Wounded Warriors is appreciated.
right, there
Tom,
you
I'm
go.
not. I'm just. This is a man-to-man bet. You're bringing in 501c3s and philanthropy.
All
This
right,
is
let's
just us
stay here.
betting.
Next.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.